Blessings and greetings and blessings, blessed souls. We're mere hours away from the commemoration of what took place 3,323 years ago on a little mountain in the Middle East called Har Sinai, Mount Sinai, where not only the 10 commandments were given, but also 613 commandments embedded with them, with the 7 axiomatic commandments known as the Shavoo Mitzvah Noach, and as a partial tribute and supplication for you, blessed souls, all bearers of the divine image, the Tselem Elokim, which you can learn more about from the oral and written Torah tradition, which is one tradition, Masara Amiti, the true tradition of the Torah of Israel, in Genesis 1:26, Genesis 1:27, and Genesis 9:6, plucking out from a teaching from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and I think what is a style that I'll try to use to share with you levels of consciousness that is afforded us from the blessed teachings of Chassidut, this teaching particularly by the Lubavitcher Rebbe, direct descendant of King David and Solomon, which he delivered almost 27 years ago. Rooted in a verse in Psalms Kuf Menchet Yud Chet, chapter 1, actually Kuf Mem Hey, chapter 145, verse 18. Karov Hashem l'kol koreh v'chol asher yikra'u b'emes. The Most High is close to all who call out to Him, those who call out to Him in truth. The truth is, blessed souls, be'emet, that I've seen in another place in Chassidut, calling out the Most High in truth is when you call out to Him with the Torah that He gave to us. But here, the teaching of the Rebbe wants to emphasize here that any type of calling out is tefillah. So, whether you be a master of prayer, a beginner, a novice, intermediary, just calling out, that personal conversation, that is the mitzvah from the Torah that you are been blessed with. If you're an Israelite and if you're one of the blessed children of Noach, you do have needs. Every human being has needs. So call out, have a conversation. You don't hesitate to call on your cell phone. And I wonder, sometimes when we talk to people on the cell phone, is the listener fully attentive, understanding not only the conscious but subconscious desires that we should to express to the other person on the other side of the cell phone? But when you call out to the Most High, Creator, Ein Sof Baruch Hu, the Infinite One, He understands us much better than we understand ourselves. Just as a parent understands a newborn baby, that this baby must be nurtured and cared for and dealt with in a merciful way. And as well as I mentioned before, this whole idea of calling out is with Torah. When you learn Torah, whether you're in the written scripture or the oral Torah tradition, which we try to vibe out and try to explain and share with the rest of the human race, that every human being has a portion in Torah Sheba'al Peh, the elucidations of the Torah Shebiksav. This is also calling out. Now, when you read the teachings of the Torah, automatically you have a closeness because you're connecting to that which the Most High had deemed feasible, of great wisdom, great desire, of great understanding, of great beauty, of great might, of great kindness, that we, as His children, we're talking about all the human race, can connect to what His plan is, which is through the Torah, which is Lashon Hara, expression of instruction. So how we react to the instruction which we get through learning Torah, or what we get out of calling out to in prayer, which is a commandment from the Torah, to call out for your needs to the one who created the heaven and earth, and the one who preceded heaven and earth, one who created every molecule and inch of every land mass, of every continent, every molecule of water that bobs up and down in the ocean and the rivers and the streams and the rivulets and the underground well springs, the Mayonot, the Tahom. All of them establishes a connection. And that's basically what we are trying to do in commemorating the giving of the Torah tonight, which we'll be commemorating. And yes, we of Israel will be staying up the whole night. Those who have the strength, I hope to do it myself. I've done it the majority of the last 26 years. Some years I couldn't. This year I hope to do it. Last year I did. And some of us even read something which known as the Tikkun. It is a book of rectification, which encompasses written Torah and oral Torah, the inner dimension, the Talmudic section, the Mishnaic dimension, all different types of dimension, because when you deal with the Most High's wisdom, you have to deal with a lot of dimensions. And even when you try to deal with as many dimensions as you can, as much as you possibly can, still realize there's always one more dimension that's above your head. That's one of the reasons why we wear these little, some people call them beanies, keep us, remember that, to remind us there's something makif, something encompassing our own efforts to expand our consciousness. So hopefully this little humble effort will give you a little insight. If you want to learn more about these things, go to chabad.org. You can also learn more about this by going to www.inner.org and www.thewellsprings.org. Ahav echad, one love, gorel echad, one destiny, kulanu, all us b'darchim, in a peaceful, pleasant way. And we should receive the Torah in a joyous way, ba'ofen panimi, and an internalized way. Ahav echad, one love, gorel echad, one destiny, kulanu, for all of us b'darchim shalom, in a peaceful, pleasant way. B'berachas Hashem Yisparech, with the blessings of the Most High, lahamshich. Ad kedei kach, until we get to the point of Kabbalat Pnei Mashiach Tzidkenu, the receiving of the righteous Mashiach will run out. Torah Chadasha, mito tetzei, a new Torah, not a negation of the old Torah, but revelation of, again, those dimensions which our minds cannot fathom yet. We'll soon fathom them as we fathom